We're basically just running around handing out food for free.
The 3 things that financial advisors are telling their clients.
Oh, the same crap they always tell people. It kills me. Okay. In order for them to give away all the potatoes that are going to go bad, every person in Idaho would have to eat 500 pounds of it by the 4th of July.
Yeah, we're going to start off with a good one. Okay? We were having a little debate earlier without you. You were on the phone.
Yeah.
And so we currently have a poll on Twitter, and I'm going to ask you. Okay?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm in.
Okay. Here's the question. Would you rather
Yes.
eat 4 times a week at fast food restaurants?
Right.
Fast casual counts. That was important. That was an important stipulation.
Okay. All right.
Or once a month at the nicest restaurant you can think of. This actually just says once a month at a nice restaurant. Should have been nicest restaurant you can think of. You're gonna spend the same amount.
I get to eat every other day, just whatever I eat, right?
Yeah.
I'm not starving myself?
No, you're not starving yourself. But you're just gonna eat at home. You're gonna cook your own food. But once a month you can go.
Go all out, spend the entire... I'm going all out.
You're going all out.
All out, yeah.
So once a month you're gonna go to a nice restaurant instead of going to Chipotle 4 times a week or Moe's or...
Because you said I get to spend the amount, so it's 4 days a week, right?
Yeah.
Total that up, what is that?
That's a lot.
24 days?
Well, let's say it's
Or 20
$12 a day to eat at Chipotle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might even valet park.
Well, you are actually in the minority so
What?
far off of Twitter.
What's the matter with you people?
Twitter is actually overwhelmingly 62.5% fast food.
No.
37.5% one time a week.
It's because you've never tasted the pure joy.
I've had
of-
Salt Rock.
No.
What do you mean no? Salt Rock is phenomenal.
Salt Rock is good, but it's...
That's the nicest restaurant I can think of.
Well, but every month you got to think of something better. You could go anywhere.
No,
you
I'm
want.
going to Chipotle. Moe's, Chipotle, every other day. I'm going to spend the same amount?
Yes.
Absolutely.
As Mr. Wonderful would say, you're gonna eat and drink that swill. Gross, what you're drinking now.
Can you intro the show now?
It's called Outside the Virus. Go.
In your opinion, who's been the biggest winner company-wide? Who's been the biggest winner since February? We'll say since February.
What you mean, stock performance-wise?
Stock performance-wise, company performance-wise, it just in general, as a whole, including everything, taking everything into account, who's been the biggest winner? In your opinion.
Just not pure stock performance.
Not pure, that you could take that into account, that is a part of it, but that's not the main thing.
I think you got to go Amazon.
Amazon.
You know?
Yep. They also announced that coming out in the next couple months, they're coming out with a new tablet. I'm not a big tablet guy, but they're coming out with a new tablet. It's the #1 trending story on CNBC. So there's another thing they're adding to it. They're also going back to normal shipping. Kind of everything's kind of going back to normal. On their website, I didn't realize this. They got rid of the hot deals thing or whatever, little widget, coupons, and they got rid of people will purchase this together. Or like when you go to buy something, they're like, people who bought this also bought this. They got rid of all that so they could focus on, getting things, the essential stuff or whatever. So they added all of that back. It seems like they're going kind of back to normal. They're opening up warehouses. They're taking their safety precautions. So Amazon, who's already dominated this whole thing, bringing out a new tablet, and everything's going back to normal.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep on winning. But the new tablet's supposed to be a big deal, actually. That was actually the Fire HD8. I'm not a tablet guy, but...
Company, I mean, you got their own company. You got employees. They strike the other day. Went on strike. In France, they're having issues. People worry about safety. There's a group of 13 lawyers that are suing Amazon because they want to have better safety set up for their employees. So they're trying to squash all that, I think, and they're doing good at it.
They are doing good at it.
Last time I was in the Keys, by the way, the hotel or place that we stayed at, Jeff Bezos was there.
No way.
He was there. Yeah.
Really?
And apparently, I didn't say anything to him. I just saw him passing and everything. But after that point, it was like everywhere I went, I'm like, where's he at? I got to catch him. He was there with his girlfriend.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, that's the trouble, because he got divorced. I saw him before that with what was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I knew anything. I didn't put it together at the time, but I'm like, oh.
I was going to say, I feel like he's only been massively known for the last few years now.
Yeah, it's only been For me, it's only been, what was it, 2 years ago we went? Yeah,
okay.
maybe
Yeah.
not even that long. Longer, no, it was before that. Yeah.
Tablet's gonna retail for $90. That's it. That's
Of
all.
course.
I had.
Of course. It's $90 and it's probably awesome.
It's a fair price. Yeah.
Yeah. Uber's going to buy Grubhub. They just got to work out the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not merging. It's not gonna be Goober Hub or.
They want to buy them.
Yeah, they just wanna buy
gonna
them
flat
outright.
out buy them. Question, how do you buy a company if you yourself don't make any money? Where do you get the money from?
Oh, you just keep piling in your debt.
You put the debt on there, right? They're going to
Yeah.
issue $750 million in debt. Not billion, million.
I read a headline, didn't read the article, so this could not be factual. Let's keep that in mind. Grubhub's got a little bit of a lawsuit on their hands. That part's accurate. I guess they ran a commercial saying, get this restaurant from Grubhub, but that restaurant wasn't on there. That restaurant's suing them because that hurt business. Because people were going to Grubhub to buy that food or buy food from that particular restaurant, whatever it was.
You know, these things happen.
So Grubhub's got a little lawsuit in their hands. I wonder if that's taken into consideration.
My biggest beef is you don't make any money. You're going to issue more debt. Who's going to buy that debt?
But if they're the only game in town doing
Not
food
profit.
delivery,
Vice President of Uber Eats said, we're basically just running around handing out food for free because they're not profitable.
right? But if there were people not buying from Grubhub and they were buying from Uber, now they got to go get DoorDash.
But they've had the opportunity of a lifetime. Everybody's locked down at home. You want to use Grubhub, you want to use Uber Eats, you want to use DoorDash, whatever it is. Opportunity of a lifetime. We're all sitting at home and we're ordering. On Wednesday nights, tonight, we're going to order food and have it delivered. The fee is waived. So if more people are ordering food to be delivered and they still don't make a profit, what happens when we all go back to work?
It's true.
I don't buy it, man. It's something. I got a hunch.
Are you familiar with Quibi? Quibi?
Say it a couple more
I was
times.
trying to pronounce it differently, but that was like an echo.
It sounded good. You faded away little by little.
Quibi. Their thing yesterday was they're the streaming thing, but it's only on your phone. Or I don't.
Oh, I got it was on Roku, but I couldn't load it. It was like just a preview.
Phone only. Yeah.
Yep.
They spent billions of dollars in ads. They launched or whatever, and then they didn't do so hot. And their CEO was like, "Nah, it's the virus. That's why we didn't do so well." People
We're
are
out.
like, "Wouldn't you do better?
Yeah, come on.
If in the virus?" And so they're not doing so hot. So that's someone else blaming the virus on something that just doesn't make any sense. So
Hey, Goldman Sachs says the markets are going to fall. Bottom line, teased this one yesterday. They've been right so far. They're just a little late. Like if you're one of our customers, old Jazz Wealth, last week, we covered all this. We talked about what was going to happen and how it was going to happen. Goldman Sachs basically says it's going to fall 20% in the next 3 months. Stock market will fall 20% in the next 3 months. They're telling their customers prepare for that. They don't have any particular reason. That's the cool part. They say it's actually going to be a bunch of things happening here. Number one, buybacks. So pretty much the driving force behind markets, besides the little retail investor, was company buybacks. If a company's spending billions of dollars to buy back their shares, that's an artificial support in their overall stock. Everybody's cutting their buybacks. No buybacks out there. Dividends declining, they said, is another issue. You have people that are going to be shifting around, making changes there. 40%, more than 40 stocks in the S&P 500 have cut their dividends or just gotten rid of them altogether. So they see that's a problem. Obviously, virus risk of a second wave. Number 4, reopening risks. People going back to work, getting sick again, and then maybe we don't reopen as fast as possible. Political risk as well. Hey, we all go back to work. Life becomes normal. You know the media is just going to go, election. Now we're talking about that.
Yep.
Look at our candidates here. And something that nobody's talking about, that whole China trade war thing is not going very well. Even Trump said the other day, I think we're going to revisit it. Like, oh boy.
well, the good news from that trade war, by the way, was China just bought a whole bunch of our pork and beef like last week. Like that was a signal of like,
Yeah.
hey, we're still helping you out a little bit.
They're importing the bejesus out of stuff to us as well. We kind of quietly relaxed our sort of regulations there. But anyways, because of that 20% decline, what do you think? You think the markets, the markets are down a couple percent here in the last few days actually, but you think the markets are due for their pullback here?
Do you think it's a coincidence that yesterday you teased that our video went up at 3 o'clock? Millions of people watched that video, and then the market sold off at the end of the day and into today.
Huh, how about that?
I was thinking about that. I said maybe that was the Dustin and Jazz Wealth effect.
We are popular.
Yeah.
All 1,000 of you, it's awesome.
Hey, super great.
I love it. I will tease the whole, I'll give you some more stuff on that in a second, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I read an interesting article today, and I'm going to teach you something.
No.
I'm ready to teach you something.
Teach me.
Okay? This, and I won't say where I got it from. You can probably find it pretty easily. But the 3 things that financial advisors are telling their clients.
Oh, the
And
same crap they always tell people. It kills me. Okay, do I have to guess?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Because this is super in-depth, and you might not be able to get it.
Okay. So I'll go out on a limb with one of them, just because it was something I brought up. Number 1, stay the course. Something along the lines of...
Wow, that's the exact... stick to your plan.
How about that?
Especially if it's been stress tested.
No, Mr. Advisor, don't do any real work for me. Just tell me, stay the course. Don't call me.
Stick to
Bugs
your
me when you
plan.
call. Yeah.
Stick to your
Hate
plan.
that.
Number 2.
Number 2, I'll use this one as my go out on the limb one. By chance, something about Roth conversions.
No, not that
that would be
deep.
too much.
Not that deep.
They can't do it.
Not
They
that
can't do it.
deep. Why would you think so deep? Don't think so deep.
Well, hey, things that we talk about with our customers here.
Think more shallow. Think about
basics.
Think about the financial advisor that's on the golf course right now. What's he telling his clients?
He's got a killer coffee gift for them for Christmas.
No.
So stay the course.
Stay the course.
Don't look at the markets as much. Turn away, something to that effect.
No.
No.
That fell under 1. 1 was kind of a longer.
Okay, stay the course, longer time horizon, everything. Rebalance by chance?
No, but that was part of.
Number 1.
Part of number 3 was borrow versus spend, and then towards the end they kind of just threw everything else in the. Borrow versus spend didn't make a whole lot of sense because it was like 48 different things, but it was borrow versus spend, and then number 2 was where to put your next dollar. Where should
With
you
them.
put it? Yeah,
with them.
So it wasn't a very in-depth article.
Who wrote that article?
I don't know who the person
Or
was.
what's the site?
Fox Business.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
love them or hate them. That was a dumb article.
Yeah. It was real dumb.
What do you do, right? What do you do during these times? Yeah, you stay the course, but you rebalance, and you make sure you rebalance everything. I actually did a study where we showed exactly the effects of that, and it adds over 1% a year on average if you rebalance when the markets are lower. You consider conversions, right? You consider adding more where you can. Don't go up over the match if you still have a match in your 401k. For God's sakes, give them some actionable item ideas.
So I didn't teach you anything.
You taught me that I was, my confirmation of what other advisors say is basically just a script. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that they're bad people, but they're taught wrong, right? They're just taught to, you just pat your customer on the back and tell them it's going to be okay. We know that already. Give me something actionable that I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one. Okay, here, I'll go one with, just going to pile through this today. These are good. And I'm going to tease a little bit of this on the closing beat later today. I'm going to share the sell in May and go away stats kind of thing with you, but we're going to actually show it. We're going to do a visual way instead of just saying sell in May and go away until Labor Day. You know, that's the saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, I was trying to think of can we do that for every month? But then December is just really hard.
We could.
December to remember. Oh, I think that's a Zales thing or
Lexus.
Oh yeah, that's what
Put
it
the
is.
bow on the car. You know,
Yeah.
they don't actually put the bow on the car.
Yeah, I mean, what did you?
No, I mean, not that I have one or would buy one for that, but I saw. Nope. No.
Well, you can't drive. How are you gonna get that home?
Well, like for a picture, they don't give you the bow. I have friends. I don't personally believe. I don't like the Lexus brand. Let's do this other thing. Sell in May and go away. We're going to touch on this a little bit, but what I'm going to do is put up a chart. I brought a chart today of the top 5 and bottom 5 sectors. There's only 11 sectors, so we're only leaving one out. Top 5 and bottom 5 for the sell in May, go away until Labor Day time period. So what you see on the screen is we're looking from May until Labor Day, but we're breaking it down by sector and showing the median performance by sector, and we're looking back over 20 years. So we're taking the last 20 years and saying, does this sell in May and go away thing actually kind of work out? And if so, who does it work out for sector-wise other than others? Communication services, which used to be telecom, does the best. Utilities, you see, ranks in second place. Technology in third place. Consumer discretionary, the only area that has historically a median loss over the last 20 years through the sell in May and go away time period. So we're looking from May to Labor Day, that performance time period there. And on the closing beat today, I'm actually going to show a composite chart. We're going to go through literally every single day as an average, and I'll show it in a real simple way. So if you're looking to play the sectors, you got this whole choppy mess of selling man go away. Now you've got maybe somewhere to look.
That was a cool chart.
Thank you.
Are you doomed in June? Don't buy in July, or buy in July. Don't worry, I'm working through it in my head. I was listening for sure.
It's October.
Oh man.
Who came today?
All right, my last one, real quick. Where is it? Oh, companies that are hiring, and the numbers exactly. Walmart hiring 50,000 people at distribution and fulfillment centers. They need 50,000 people. Ace Hardware is hiring 30,000. Lowe's is hiring another 30,000. And do I have more? I do. Walgreens is hiring a bunch, 25,000. Chewy, Pepsi, Fidelity, Capital One, Apple, and much, much more. They're all hiring. So I know there's quite a few people out there looking for jobs. So they're those numbers.
Oh, that's awesome. And Lowe's gives you 401k benefits and health insurance if you're part-time.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow.
That beats old jazz, doesn't it?
Ah.
Hey, I got one more for you. Stick around. Hold on. Really good one. New stimulus bill being proposed by the Democrats. It's called the HEROES Act. And this is where they're actually putting this on the table and saying, come on, Republicans, negotiate.
Does that stand for something, or are they just calling themselves heroes?
I think, well, what's funny is not a lot of money goes to the heroes that we've all labeled.
Yeah.
And to prove it, I have a chart for you.
Oh, I thought you meant their most recent one.
This one.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Heroes.
Like, let me just listen.
Okay. That's $3 trillion, just so you know, it's the total amount there. And on the screen there, we've got a breakdown of exactly who it goes to and how much you're getting. State and local governments that can't pay basically anything are getting the lion's share of it. Nearly $1 billion going out to the state. I'm sorry, 895 billion. I said it wrong. Wow. 895 billion in grants to defray fiscal impacts because they didn't save enough money.
You know what? Good for them.
Really? I think it's going to become political real quick. How many of those are red states? How many of those are blue states? And whoever has more states that can't pay their bills, boom, they're going to get attacked by the other side.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. The next largest payout is $350 billion in the form of consumer stimulus. That's you. You're going to get $1,200 per adult. You're going to get $1,200 per adult and $1,200 per child this time. They've raised it. If you make less than $75,000 as an individual, you get $1,200 again. More money being handed out.
What was it, 500 per child last time?
It was 500. They bumped it up.
I bet
so that wasn't enough.
I bet they'll do the same thing.
And then you could look down the line there where other money is going and stuff, what they're going to be paying for. They're working on some homeowner programs so that states can relieve mortgage payments that make them whole as they wanted there. They're working on eviction protection programs. They're working on just basically giving out money to everybody that you see there. You'll also notice that at the bottom, it comes out to $1.9 trillion, but we said $3 trillion. Where'd the other money go? They're actually counting it as tax cuts. So the child income tax credit, the earned income tax credit, they're cutting all of that stuff in terms, or making it refundable. So there's a lot of that stuff coming in there as well. And I may just do a whole video on this as well, but I thought I'd share that with you guys. You're gonna get more money.
This has got to go to the Senate though, right?
Well, right now they've got to start negotiating. These numbers are gonna change. Right now they put this on the table. The House Democrats put it out. We got to get them to all negotiate, have a bill, or to vote on it there. It's got to pass, then it can go over to the Senate.
Well,
so Republicans so far are like, nope.
Well, yeah, but
none of it.
So that's what'll be interesting is because the House, real quick, the House got all the Democrats, right? So they're gonna pass it. Don't you start coughing now? They're that one will probably go through.
There'll probably be some changes in the numbers, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Well, that's when Senate will probably say either no, or that's when they'll dwindle down those numbers a little bit. But
just stop handing out money, please.
At least it's not $2,000 a month for 18 months.
$25 billion to the post office. $23 billion to Indians.
Wow.
$16 billion to farmers, direct payments. $16 billion.
Farmers been working through this whole thing,
right? You see in Oregon or Idaho, they're just giving out potatoes.
Are they?
They said if in order for them to give away all the potatoes that are going to go bad, every person in Idaho would have to eat 500 pounds of it by the 4th of July. They got so many potatoes.
I love it. Well, it's like there's that company that ships out potatoes where you can write something on it. Have you seen that company?
Oh yeah, potatoes now are cheap. How much do you think potatoes cost per ton?
Per ton?
Yeah.
I've never bought a ton of potatoes.
It's not very much. I mean, we should order a ton of potatoes.
What is it? 20 cents a pound for potatoes right now?
No, don't just give me the tonnage.
I don't know the ton.
Oh, actually, you can buy them on Alibaba now. Oh, it's crazy. I don't know. It was next to nothing. It was like $42.
Wow.
Now we're down to $6 per 100. No, that was back in 2016. What is
Probably less than that.
Was it Denmark or something? They said they're trying to. You know how we have the commercials here that are like, "Do your part, be a good citizen, and stay home for the health of others." They're doing that in I think Denmark, but they're saying, "Do your part, eat a ton of potatoes." I'm serious.
I didn't see that. That's pretty great.
Because they got all these potatoes too, and like, well, everybody needs to have 2 servings of French fries a day.
Yeah, they'll find the health benefits and then they'll help people to do it. It'll be a new diet.
Yeah. You're gonna have to bleep that out so we can still post it, because old YouTube. Yeah.
What diet?
Even though Denmark said a ton of
Oh wow,
potatoes.
I missed that.
Yeah, it was their thing. Blame it on Denmark.
2 days in a row with the Family Guy video. I told the person on Instagram that we plugged that video from this morning in there, so there it is.
Well, not Tesla going back to work. They won.
Yeah, they did.
They won.
Yeah, they did.
That's awesome. Insert clip.
No, not you, Seamus. Ah, poo.
There it is.
Now they have to win against the other stocks.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, technically, it wasn't that they won. The governor and everybody was like, "Yeah, go back to work." It was just that county that was like, "No, that's not lawful. That's not."
Well,
how
but
the
that
law
county
works."
changed their mind.
Yeah, but that's not how the law works. If the governor says something, that county can't go. Well,
Maybe somebody had a phone call overnight. I know old Elon Musk had a phone call with the Texas governor.
I believe it.
They talked.
I believe it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
Good
that's a
one
long
today.
one. Yeah.
We'll go with the short, go with the long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.